trader, in this video we will come back into the Gulf on 4-hour time frame to explain about the trade right here with the time frame divide 2 time standards and T standards. As the video before, we already analyzed the market structure on the T standards and time frame divide 2 time standards, and you can see here we will have very different market structure, right? If we just use T standards, here will be the market structure and here will be the key level on the 4-hour time frame, right? And if we use time frame divide 2 time standards, here will be the market structure and we will have the zone right over here for the Dow key level in 4-hour time frame. I will marking the color here, that is red colors, and I will marking detailed information here to help you recognize this one easier. And at this time, if we just talk about the T standard zone right over here, here is our main trading system, right? We don't care about the time frame divide 2 time zone or market structure here, we will talk about it later. How we will trade with the market structure and story like this. And of course, when you see the market like this, you can see that here is very strong zone, right, with a series of imbalance come from the zone like this. Here is strong zone on the 4-hour time frame. We will wait price come here to appear some confirmation of the zone to confirm that the market is respecting the zone or the selling pressure of the zone right over here. And the confirmation I already explained to you is one big margin candle. Sometimes the markets will appear double top like this, and sometimes that is a triple top like this, right? It depends on the case. When we see the double top like this, we can be confident to entry already. We don't need to wait until triple top like this. Therefore, normally, we only need to wait two patterns. First one is a big margin candle going down from zone, and the second one is double top at the zone like this. We can be confident to trade. And at this time, you can see that the market is going up very strongly like this. And then what we can see right over here is the market break out the zone a little bit, and then going down appear a very big downward candle. Here is a big candle we can use as a confirmation. And as I explained to you before, we will entry at the middle of market candles, stop loss above of the 4-hour time frame like this, and then take profits at the recent low right over here. And this trade will have reward break ratio is 3 times. And here is light chart. You can see the market is still running right over here. Timer right over here is still running. Here's light chart. Therefore, we has not know the results of the trade right over here yet. But we can make sure that high probability markets will come into the target. And we will come into 1-hour time frame to check again the pullback way right here, and we will find some potential play to control the risks. And on the 1-hour time frame, we can see that we can have market structure on the 1-hour time frame like this. You can see that all the pullback on the 1-hour time frame is not really clearly, right? Therefore, this time we just can define a market structure look pretty weird like this. And you can see right over here, the market has already broken the up key level on the 1-hour time frame. Therefore, this time the market is moving down pretty strongly, and we can define a Dow story on the 1-hour time frame like this. Here will be the Dow structure on the 1-hour time frame. When we have a Dow structure like this, here will be the Dow key level on the 1-hour time frame, and we can move stop loss into above of the 1-hour time frame Dow key level like this to protect our capital. We will continue wait for the markets come until our trading targets right over here, right? That is our trading plan with the T standards, and 4-hour time frame is our base time frame or the trading system here. So this time, when we come back into the 4-hour time frame, we can see the market is going up pretty strongly, pretty stable, and we even can define some imbalance right here, Therefore, we can define the PY zone of the pullback way on 4-hour time frame to control the risks also. We will cover the Fibonacci like this. And we will have the first Dow candle here in the discount zone here. Therefore, PY zone on the 4-hour time frame will be this place. And I will marking the color here like the yellow color like this, and here will be the PY zone of the 4-hour time frame. Because the market is on the light time, therefore we had not know the result yet, but we can have very first place to control the risk before take profits play is PY zone of the pullback way here very clearly, right? Therefore this time you can see that we will analyze the story, give our trading plan with these standards very clearly, very easily, right? And please don't worry that we need to define imbalance manually. I already brought one indicators on a trading view to help you can define the imbalance, and in this course we just focus on how to analyze the market structure quickly, and we will slowly add the trading strategies with the market structure later to help you understand and master everything slowly, step by step. As a trader, we need to spend time and effort to master one by one. You already spent 4 to 5 years in the university to get a normal job, right? A job can give you less than $5,000 per month in the developing country. And in some of the developing country, the salary per month will be lower. For example, like me, when I just graduate, I work as engineer in a Korean company, and my salary per month is just $500 per month. That is pretty small compared with other country. I want to get rich. I want to be successful man, and I can come in any country in the world and still can live well. Therefore, I need to spend more and more time, slowly and slowly, 5 years to grade the NCI training system and get rich. NCI training system can give you a salary more than $20,000 per month. So, I can spend more time than the time I work and learn in the university, right? 5 years in university only can give you and me $500 per month. Meanwhile, trading can give me $20,000 per month. Why we need to be rushed? We can spend more than the university's time, right? So please always be patient. I believe you can do it. So this time, here is trading plan if we use these standards. But what about time frame divide through time standards? So I will delete some line here, some zone and some box here. I just give you the trade right over here to help you can compare about this easier in the near future. This time, the market structure on the time frame divide through time standards like this, and here will be the zone. When we see the market structure zone like this and story like this, we can think about entry at the zone right over here, but we don't have any production confirmation to know the market is really respecting the time frame divide through time zone right over here, right? The market's brokenness change into the downside immediately with the series of the up candle very strongly right over here, right? The market tends to respect these standards more than time frame divide through time standards, as you can see on the picture right over here, right? And at this time, how to trade in the market's picture like this. And if you are using time frame divide through time in this case, when the market's broken the uptrend right over here very strongly like this, you can think about break and retest strategies, because right over here you can see the markets come into the zone, appear very big pin bar candles, big pin bar candle, big Maruza candle, or double top, double bottom right here will be a good signal for confirm the buying pressure, right? Therefore, this time we also entry at middle of the pin bar, big pin bar here. I will zoom in the big pin bar here a little bit. I will make this one is smaller. Here is a trade with these standards, and here is the pin bar I'm talking about. Entry at the middle of pin bar, stop loss below the zone, and take profits. Right over here, you also can define here is a down key level on the 1 hour time frame, right? And at this time, you even can take profits on higher level right over here. That is a old key level of 4 hour time frame. If we use these standards, you can see here. Here is market structure of time frame divide through time, right? And here is the current key level. Here is the old key level of the market. Only the current key level right here having function to define the trend. But this one also a zone, the old zone of the market having selling pressure. Therefore, if you try to buy and take profits right over here, is reasonable because reward break ratio at this time is more than 3 times already. Therefore, this time we can control risks right over here. As we already analyzed before, here will be the down key level on the 1 hour time frame, right? Therefore, when the markets come here, we can move stop loss into entry place, right? And at this time, come back into 4 hour time frame. What we can see, if we use these standards, we will have one trade with 3 times reward break ratio. But if we use time frame divide 2 times standards, we also can have the same trade right here. The market is still respecting the zone very well, right? But the trend right over here is different. And we don't have any risks because we are using risk management to protect our profits and capital. Therefore, totally, the two trading systems are totally same about profitability and give you the profits in the market. And you still have profits even the market is going down or even the market is going up. The key thing here is risk management, right? You can see that in all the case here and all the case here. And take profits right over here is reasonable because reward break ratio at this time is more than 3 times already. Therefore, this time we can control risks right over here. As we already analyzed before, here will be the down key level on the 1 hour time frame, right? Therefore, when the markets come here, we can move stop loss into entry place, right? And at this time, come back into 4 hour time frame. What we can see, if we use these standards, we will have one trade with 3 times reward break ratio. But if we use time frame divide 2 times standards, we also can have the same trade right here. The market is still respecting the zone very well, right? But the trend right over here is different. And we don't have any risks because we are using risk management to protect our profits and capital. Therefore, totally, the two trading systems are totally same about profitability and give you the profits in the market. And you still have profits even the market is going down or even the market is going up. The key thing here is risk management, right? You can see that in all the case here and all the case here, we always can define the zone to protect our capitals. For example, if you just take profits right at the risky zone right here, you can have 2-hour profits. And this one, you also can have around 2-hour profits. The profitability is totally same, no difference when you apply 2 standards here. But time frame divide 2 times standards take you a lot of time to practice and master. And these standards can take you less time and effort to master and use it. And if you apply these standards here, it will give out the market structure and story much more easier and consistency. Therefore, I recommend you to focus on these standards. Firstly, when you already have more experience with NCI market structure, you can use time frame divide 2 times standards later. And if you have more experience with the time frame divide 2 times standards, sometimes you see the zone like this on a 4-hour time frame, you can make sure here is a valid pullback. You don't need to check 2-hour time frame because in your head already understand what is going on here on this 2-hour time frame. And right over here also same. Therefore, you can define market structure like this without checking on the 2-hour time frame. And in some course later, you will see that sometime I will use time frame divide 2 times standards like that. I can define the market structure lower low, lower high like this directly on the 4-hour time frame without checking 2-hour time frame. Even I am using time frame divide 2 times standards. But you can apply these standards firstly. Profitability are completely same, so please don't worry. And that is all for today's video. Thank you for listening to me and see you on next video.